Good evening, everybody. Pranam, Namaste. Mayura Patel, Gayatri Parivar, Croydon. Our weekly Akhand Jyoti session in English, Timeless Wisdom, based on the teachings of Parampaja Gurudev, Pandit Shri Sharma Acharyaji, the founder of All World Gayatri Parivar. So before we start our session today, shall we do one Gayatri Mantra and Guru Vandana? Today is a Thursday, Guruvar. With our spine up, shoulders relaxed, hands joined, we chant one Gayatri Mantra. Bhuvah swaha tatsaviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Gayatri Saraswati Mantra. Om Ma Saraswati Vidmahi Brahma Patni Cha Dhimahi Tanno Devi Prachodayat. Guru Vandana. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sarvadevebhyo Namaha Sarvamatrashakti-bhyo Namaha Om Shri Navagraha Devatabhyo Namaha Sarvagurubhyo Rishibhyo Pitrubhyo Tirthebhyo Namaha Matrudev Namaha Pitadev Namaha. A very, very, very warm welcome to you all again to our weekly Swadhyay, the Thursday Akhand Jyoti session. So today I am going to be reading from the English book, and the title is The Only Solution to Our All Problems. I will repeat again. The only solution to our all problems. This is the English translation by a book written in Hindi originally by Parampaja Gurudev, Pandit Shri Sharma Acharyaji, published by Shantikunj, Haridwar. So in this book, the first topic is the supremacy of man and the righteous way. What is the right way of living this life? We often get very lost between the right and the wrong in our life, very largely, don't we? So let us see what is in this topic for all of us to learn. The supremacy of man among the living creatures of the world is best utilized when it is used for achieving higher ideals. So Parampaja Gurudev is saying that we can make the best use of ourselves by using our soul power in achieving higher ideals in life. That is when the best version of us comes out and shines. Higher ideals of life have been established with the objective that mankind would follow them and lead a life of happiness and peace. Paths are built so that treading on them, the traveler reaches his destination without being lost or without being involved by obstructions. The same is true for the law of ethics and good conduct. Following them, one can reach his predetermined destination in time, thoroughly enjoying his journey to the noble goal. So, when we try to achieve higher ideals in life, that is when we fulfill our journey and we achieve the noble goal. The path of truth and good conduct is easy and straight for everyone to follow. It is easy and straight for everyone to follow if we want to do it, only if we are willing to follow. I read a very beautiful sentence today morning, and actually it is the English translation from a Sanskrit shloka that one of my very dear friend posted, and I reposted it on this page, the Gayatri Parivar page. And in that, one of the lines says, it is difficult to climb up. So it is very difficult to follow the path of righteousness to achieve good ideals. That is difficult because we are climbing up, and climbing up is always difficult. But climbing down, coming down is very easy. Isn't that very true? Going down the hill is very easy. So to fall from our ideals is very easy. To make easy choices in life is very easy. But to make the right choices in life is very difficult. Because to stay on the right path requires a lot of courage, strength, determination, which is where a lot of people go wrong, because everybody likes to choose the easy path, something that is easy for them to live their life. Even the illiterate, less intelligent and simple man can follow. One has to be extra clever to lie, cheat, or act dishonestly. That's so true, isn't it? I will read that again. That one has to be extra clever to lie, because to lie is, for some people, lying is very easy. But actually lying requires a lot of clever thinking. Remember in the last session I said that a clever person never sleeps at night because the mind is too busy making plots, thinking, I will say this, I will say that, I should do this, I should do that. Oh, if she does that, I will do this. Oh, if he does that, I will do this. Or if they can do this, I will do this. It's very easy. So mind is constantly occupied in making clever plots. So it has to be clever to lie or to cheat or to act dishonestly. An ordinary person trying any of these would be caught, ridiculed, and defamed. See, people who lie and cheat, they think that they can get away with it and things will not be found out. But you know, there is so much power in the truth that the truth will always reveal by itself. We don't ever need to go searching for truth if we have that faith that the truth always reveals itself. It doesn't need to be proved. It is always, nature has its own way of bringing the truth out. The folly of these then becomes obvious to the practitioner. Truth comes There can be no obstruction in measuring or weighing things correctly or assessing their correct value. But if the intention is to cheat or defraud the other person, extra cleverness is necessary. That is true, isn't it? People who want to cheat, people who want to defraud, people who want to defame other people, they all need to do some clever thinking. They need to plan what to say, how to say, where to say, who to say. But a person with truth doesn't need to do any planning. The person with truth just comes out with it. They don't need to frame their mind. The effort involved in covering up wrong action is so immense that it leaves no mental energy for the pursuit and attainment of higher ideals in life. By this, what it means is that when a person is living a life minus the ideals, because their mind is so busy, always plotting things, lying, cheating, making excuses, covering up, camouflaging, and so much mental energy is consumed. So much soul energy is destroyed in doing these things that no positive energy is then left to do the higher ideals in life or to gain higher ideals in life. Isn't it? That is so true. So much time is wasted, so much energy is wasted, and by then, year after year, the life goes on and on and on. And until a person comes to that realization that, I've lost so much time in doing all this kind of things. Now I need to adopt, a life of ideals and good values and good deeds, and by then, who knows how old that person is. So many people just go away without achieving these diamonds in life. These are the most valuable diamonds to achieve in life. These are the most valuable possessions, but we run after other possessions in life. And as I said last time, there is no harm in earning the money and attaining wealth, but we have to keep the right ideals in our mind, and we have to give ourselves that time to be able to follow the right path in life. Further it says, men are attracted to unethical conduct when they take a short-term view of life. Quite often others do not see through the deceit. Many are deceived and become victims of the fraud being perpetuated on them. But everyone cannot be fooled every time. If not today, tomorrow, the truth must stand out. When human energies are extravagantly spent for achieving quick gains through deceitful means, the consequences, though pleasant in the short run, are disastrous in the ultimate analysis. This is so beautiful. So what does it say here? That men get easily, men in the sense human being, men get easily attracted to unethical conduct. True. we get attracted to easy things very easily. The shortcuts in life. Quite often others do not see through the deceit. So the person who is actually doing it, people who are already in the wrongdoing, they cannot see that what is wrong in what they are doing. Because if they could see, they have an option to withdraw their senses, isn't it? So quite often they do not see through the deceit. Many are deceived and become victims of the fraud being perpetuated on them. So the person who is doing it and the person on whom they are doing it, to whom they are doing it, with whom they are doing the wrong thing, becomes the victim. But everyone cannot be fooled every time. Which is true. Everyone cannot be fooled every time, because if somebody is naive, if somebody is not smart, and if they are being fooled, or somebody who knows that they are being fooled but does not have the courage at the time, will need to then build up the courage to say, okay, this is what's happening to me, and I need to put a stop to it. So there is one person doing wrong, there is other person who is becoming the victim, and they both need to work on each other, on themselves. Because if not today, tomorrow the truth must stand out. That is a law of nature. The truth wins in the end. That is a law of nature. So no matter how much the person keeps on deceiving, ultimately the nature has its own way of revealing the truth. And then what happens? So there are two different kind of people that are being mentioned here. One who is doing the wrong, their truth cannot be hidden forever and ever. And for them, the pleasure might be momentum. Means that in the short run, they will feel very happy, they will feel very blessed, they will enjoy life. But if the intention of the karma is not right, then what happens is that the ultimate analysis of that karma will have to reveal the fruit of that action. The nature then reveals the fruit of that action. So in the short term, it appears to be giving happiness, but if the intention of the karma is not right, if the karma is not right itself, then the person has to bear the fruit of that action. On the other hand, people who are becoming the victim of, the deceitful nature of somebody, they become the victim of the whole fraud element in any situation in life, any circumstance, whether it is job, whether it is family life, relationships, business, anything. So the weak people then need to become strong, and they need to develop themselves. They need to take a step back and say, okay, this is what's happening to me, I need to do something about it. So for them also it becomes an awakening gesture that I need to develop myself, I need to develop the strength, I need to develop the courage, I need to put a stop to this. I cannot go on like this forever. So that person is also developing. Their soul qualities are also developing. So we are talking about two different people here. It is not unusual to regard those practicing dishonesty as more intelligent compared to the simple, honest people. This is beautiful. I'll read it again. It is not unusual to regard those practicing dishonesty as more intelligent. So people who are being deceitful and people who are cheating, people who are making plots, against other people in their life, majority of the time, these kind of people are looked upon as intelligent people by others. And that is not something very common. That's what Gurudev is saying here. That these kind of people are classed as more intelligent compared to the simple, honest people. The simple, honest people usually are not found very easily, number one. And number two, people generally don't find them very easy to get along with. People don't find them very attractive. Only like-minded people get along well with each other more. Isn't that always the case? But again, I would like to repeat that if the minds of people are consumed in wrongdoings with wrong intention, their soul energy is more robbed than a person who is a simple, honest person. An honest person, we will see, will be more confident, more approachable. What you see is what you get with them. And their soul energy is always intact, in place, because their energy is not being robbed by doing bad things. Dishonesty can neither benefit individuals nor the society, nor the world at large. There is no wisdom in sacrificing long-term gains for immediate benefits of a doubtful nature. So Param Pujya Gurudev is saying that there is no wisdom in sacrificing long-term gains. What is long-term gain here? Achieving the real essence of life, the real purpose of life, the real gems of life. These are the long-term gains. So it is no point in wasting our time and energy in trying to achieve that which is perishable and does not help us in our soul growth. Anyone can enjoy just for a couple of days. But a sensible person always accepts a desirable course. A sensible person, even after making a mistake, they will withdraw the senses and they will talk to themselves and they will say, no, I'm making a mistake, I'm wrong here, but I would like to accept a much more worthy life. Ultimately, it would be considered a foolish act if deceit is practiced for personal immediate gains. It is unfortunate that collectively we are all guilty of such unwise actions. I'm feeling so much energized just even by reading this, that how much this is where we can keep a check on ourselves. To answer somebody's question, who have written to me, that the best way, if you are watching this video, I'm answering your question here. I don't like to name people when I'm answering their messages. So here is I'm answering a message to one of the viewers, that how to consume our soul energy in a positive way. We think positive, we do positive. Do good, be good. Very, very simple. I was explaining spirituality to my younger son a couple of days ago. And in a nutshell, I was explaining that spirituality is not complex. We make it complex. Spirituality is very, very simple. Be good, do good. Think good, act good. Be good, do good. Think good, act good. Yes, truth hurts. When we say truth to people or each other, none of us like to hear the truth, but when we are faced with the truth, it is very bitter. But that is where the spirituality comes in, that if we charge ourselves with spiritual values, truth becomes a natural part of us. We breathe truth, we speak truth, we see truth. And yes, truth can be hurtful. But the person to whom we are telling the truth, if they are also spiritually awakened, they will see the positive in it. They will see what is the hidden message in it. What is it that they need to work on? But if a person is not spiritually awakened, then it is very difficult for them to accept the truth or to hear the truth or to see the truth. So in this article, Param Pujya Gurudev is saying all about how we can follow a righteous path in our life, how we can follow the right things in our life. How can we distinguish, and what are the advantages of following a right path and the long-term happiness and the short-term happiness? It is so beautiful. Somebody else has written to me saying that spirituality is not a subject for all. And to that, I say that yes, spirituality may not be the subject for all. But think about this. I would like to end the session after explaining this. That think about this. When we go to school, we study different subjects. English, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, Hindi, Gujarati, Sanskrit, Latin, languages, so many different subjects. Do we ever think that we are born, we are a living being, a human being? This is our life that we are living. Every breath that we are breathing, this is a whole subject in itself. The subject about ourself, our spirit, who we are, why we have come here, the purpose of our life. We never give a thought to all that. This is the first and the foremost and the most important subject of our life. So when we study all the other subjects in school and college and unis, why then we don't remember to study about this subject, about ourselves? Because when we get this subject right, everything else falls in place. Our path becomes easy. Our interactions become easy. Our relationships have much more meaningful values. Would you agree with me? If you do or if you do not, feel free to write to me on Instant Messenger. I hope you like this session. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. As I say every week, we all are in the same boat. I hope that you will take something from this session. I hope you are meditating even for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute every day. Or even if you can just sit in silence for a few minutes and just connect yourself with your breath. Let go of all the thoughts in your mind and just connect yourself with the breath. That itself is very energizing. If you are doing pranayam, all the more better. The lockdown has been extended up to March, and these are the things that are going to keep us strong. These are the things that are going to help us go through the times that we are going through. Not only that, it just on the whole helps us in our life. It prepares us for the situations that we are not prepared for. It helps us to cope with the loss of our loved ones. Death is a very scary thing for many. And even for spiritual people, everybody needs to process the emotions. Everybody needs to process the feelings when they are faced with a loss of the loved ones situation. We all have so many different experiences in life, and those experiences are our stepping stones in making us who we want to become. I hope you all keep safe. Take care. in the lockdown. Keep yourself little busy. Do at least one thing in a day that you like doing. As I always say, whether it is reading, writing, music, dancing, whatever it is, cooking, do at least one thing that you like doing. But try to meditate, try to do pranayam, try to walk when it is not very cold, or do some form of exercise. All these little things help us. It helps our soul energy. I'll be here again on Sunday with the Gujarati Rishi Chintan. Till then, take care, stay well, stay blessed. Lots of love from me, and thank you everybody who write to me on the messenger. I can't respond individually because there are so many, but I don't ignore them either. I do look at your messages, and I do try. I do make it a point to reply to the ones that needs most attention. But thank you very much for all your messages. Take care. Om Shanti.